little overnight in a campground. I just thought I'd show you a little bit of my setup. So basically once I get to a campground or place that it's not stealth, I put my hammock up because as soon as I get everything else set up, I want to go, you know, sit out, relax, lay down. And as soon as I get to camp, I'll go ahead and get my bed situated. I pull out this slat bed from up there. This is a trifold mattress. I'll get it unfolded, get my pillow out, put up my bedside table. And I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want people thinking I'm just over here talking to myself. There is one other person just across the way. And I put up my window coverings, hang my curtain, my blackout curtain. And Dottie, since Dottie's with me, I go ahead and get her a bed fixed right here. If she's not along with me, I'll usually just put my bag of clothes and other things over here. Anyway, this is my potty. Then I go ahead and just get some other things in place, like my headlamp. I always keep there. I've got another little light that I use sometimes there. I'll hang my Lucy light, have it ready to turn on. I've got one fan here and I've got the other up front that I'll show you. I usually have my cooler, my kitchen box, and my food box back here, and I move it up front, and I'll show that to you. There's my cooler. And this is a board. This is a piece of walnut that came out of my grandmother's yard, a tree that was cut down. And I made it into a little tabletop. I've got to get some little legs for it. I've been not sure how I was going to do that, but I think I've figured out what I'm going to do. Anyway, I just put that on top of my cooler to keep it clean. This is a chuck box I'm still in the process of working on, and I'll get to that later. This is my second fan that I'm going to, before I go to bed, I'm going to put that window down a little bit, you know, a couple inches, and same thing on this side, and get a cross breeze with this. I just got this, so I've only used it one other time, and actually what I did was I pulled this visor over here like this, and I clamped the fan to it, and it was blowing straight out. Now I still may do that, but actually the visor's holding up this very dilapidated windshield cover. I need to get a new one. I've got stuff pushed on it. It is just deteriorated and it's falling apart on the inside. Anyway, I have my 4-gallon water container. I think it's 4 gallon. Yeah, 4-gallon water container I put here. My food. Of course, my cold stuff is in the cooler. Then I get some water in my collapsible bucket, and I drop my cordless, my water pump to my shower head, and I use this to wash my hands, clean my dishes, and I will use it tonight before I go to bed. I'll take a real quick shower or a rinse off. Here's something that I'm also working on. This is new. I made a video once before about a tarp that I attached to my back of my Suburban. About a month ago, I put my lift gate up and was putting my that tarp on there, and it was sticky all over it. It's like it had syrup all over it, but I looked into what could have caused that, and it's basically just the silicone coating that was on it. It was a seal nylon, half a tarp actually. I had cut it. And anyway, it was just deteriorating and coming apart, and it was just left a big, sticky, yucky mess. I coated it in baby powder to see if it would help, but it just didn't. So I decided to go a different route. So instead of having that on the back, since I end up mostly hanging out right here, I decided I would get a tarp that I could give me some shade, and also when I do any like breakfast cooking up here, if I'm not doing that on the fire pit. This keeps any birds from pooping in my food. So I bought a 10 by 10 tarp. I did not get a seal nylon. I got a polyester. I got some suction cup mount things. And I've just got it suction cupped, one on the windshield, one on here just to tighten it, pull this, you know, back this way. I've got one on the back roof back there. Now, I don't have poles for it yet. For now, I've got it tied to a tree there, and then to a limb over here, and it's working fine for now. I know not every campsite will have a tree close by, so I'm looking into some adjustable poles. I can either enter from the back or from this side. It's not a big deal. Usually at night, what I'll do is I'll take that tabletop I just showed you, and I'll set it on my console right here, and make like a bridge right here from the seat to the console, and I'll take this and set it on there, and that keeps it out. I can crawl in and out from here if I want to. And a lot of times it's better to come in and out this door, because when I press the button to open that back hatch, this thing dings and the lights flash every time. I haven't figured out how to make it stop doing that. So it's easier, like especially at night, to if I wanted to come out, which I generally don't. I usually do all my bathroom stuff inside. But if I needed to get out for any reason, I would rather come in and out this door. But anyway, that was the point of moving this over that way, so I could crawl out easy. At night, instead of leaving this outside, I know stray cats are notorious for marking anything you leave out, so I will put this in my driver's seat. Well, I'll put the cooler in the driver's seat, this sitting on top, and then of course I told you what I did with that. And then I will take that. Now I'm at a campground that does not have electricity or water. That's why it's free. And I have to walk up to there is a restroom. It's not a bathhouse, but it's a restroom, and it's got a spigot outside of it that I can get water. But if I have any water left in this, I'll just put that top on. That top actually goes to the food bin. I do that to keep birds from pooping in it and, you know, bugs from getting in it. But anyway, I'll go put that in the floorboard of the driver's seat. But if it's pretty much empty, I'll dump it out and just fold it down and put it away. I just hang my towel for drying my hands when I wash them here. Now the bathroom is a little distance from here, so I do not go there every time I need to go. I usually just go off out here in the edge of the woods and stay out of the poison ivy. And I'm always make sure any paper I have, it goes in this garbage can. Thank goodness they have garbage cans close by. But anyway, I'll show you later my setup when I get ready to shower. Show you how I do that. I mean, honestly, where I am, I probably could shower without even trying to cover up here, but I'm going to, because that out there is a road. And while most people zip down there, and with the foliage, they probably wouldn't be able to see up in here, but I'm going to show you what I do with my tarp to make a little shower area. Got some chicken tenderloins, and I'm going to do a butter garlic. I'm going to chop this up and do it just like a butter garlic sauce with it. I was going to put it in that bowl, chop it up and put that stuff on it, but I think I'm just going to take advantage of having this bag and just cut it into pieces. That garlic powder sounds kind of old. Doesn't smell old. I'm going to put all this stuff in the bowl, then dump it in this bag. I have not actually tried this before, so I don't know what it's going to taste like. It just sounded good. Alright, I'll melt the butter in my pan after I get the fire going. This is one of the best things that you can get for stoking a campfire. Oof, that's a lot of butter. A lot of garlic. Probably gonna have bad dreams tonight. What are some things you like to cook on the fire? What could I cook next time I'm out here if I don't bring a steak? Or something else I could do? Give me details, because I am not good at putting flavors together and, you know, spices and stuff. I just throw stuff in here, and hopefully it turns out well. So far, everything, you know, tastes pretty decent. So give me a little feedback. What can I do? What can I do next time? And that, my friends, is how you turn up the heat. I believe it's done. Let's throw in a little spinach. Man, asparagus would be good. I need a piece of French bread, toasted up garlic French bread. That would be good. I want a little bit of that butter on here. Not that I need it. Let's see how this tastes. Dottie said I needed a big drink of water. Well, that spinach sure disappeared. Oh my goodness. That's actually really good. That's awesome. Alright, I am going to take a little quick shower. And to do so, I'm going to lower this tarp. I will untie. Well, once I get my collapsible poles, I can just take them off the top and let them drop. But for now, this is what I have to work with. And I did this in a way that it stays tight when there's tension on it, but I can undo it easily and let that drop. So what I've done is created kind of a small room here. Go inside and show you. Open that second door because it's got the shade in it. And I have created a private space here. I can move that chair out a little bit to give me just a little bit more room. Alright, so I got my bucket over here. I boiled some water and added to that, and I've only got maybe 3 inches of water in there. I don't know the precise measurement. Actually, that's on a slant, so that's more like 2 inches of water. It doesn't take much. Alright, well, I'm about set. I've got my towel, and I'm going to put my PJs up here. Got my chair holding that back, even though it's not doing that great. There. It's a little bit better. 5 minutes later, I am done. If I happen to be camping where it's dirt, or it's just not as clean as this, then I would bring this out. That's why this is in here. This is a piece of a yoga mat, I think. We found on the side of the road, and I cut off a piece. That would act as my shower mat, but I would keep it back here. Then stand on or kneel on. It's much more comfortable than that hard mat right there. Anyway, I could use that to stand on. So I got it tied back up, and I'll leave it up overnight. I used all of that water. It was just right. Okie doke. Well, you know, I'm going to maybe relax a little bit in my hammock before I have to hit the hay. And we're going to call this one a day. Good night.